Hello everyone. So I'm here with this Toon Explosion effect. As you can see, this is toonish, not realistic kind of. Every element is like a toon shader. See, and if I play it with the view of player, it is something like this. And I have also added a camera shake. You can see when the explosion spawn here, some camera shake also there. See, and you can see this ground effect that I have added, this glowing edges that eroding the black decal. See, so let's check it out, how I created this effect and how I added the camera shake in this effect. So I just stop this, and this is my particle system. You can see here the full tone shader explosion. Here you can see full explosion. There is just one particle system that includes all the emitters. So check out one by one. So first of all, first is my rock. Actually the shapes are rocky. This is not rock. Like another shape is I used spheres. These are spheres. So this one shape is rocks. This is not rock although. So what happening here, I am just using this debris because for my tutorial I don't create whole thing from scratch. I use things that I have already used in another tutorial, so I don't make specific things for this that will take too much time. So I just use the previously used materials and meshes in my tutorials. So this is the debris. You can make your specific custom mesh like a blobby ball or something that fits in your Toon Explosion. So I just use this debris, and you can see they are spawning in every direction because I use this sphere here, a small sphere that emitting, you can see here velocity every direction, and then accelerating on z axis. They just emits on every direction, then they go upward. Okay, and it has also light, and if I show you the light, these are the big lights connected to this, and size over life because they emit at 1 and then they become bigger 5. If I just close this, you can see they are not becoming bigger. So scale over life just to make them bigger when they are eroding. Then random rotation rate, and color, you can see these are red in starting, then these are oranges, then they are red, and they are black. Initial velocity is not there, so I just turned off. Initial size, you can put anything you like. Life, you can choose whatever you like. So say this is random 1 to 6. Then spawning, I am using burst 50 particles, and in required there is material, and this material have some dynamic parameter for erode that I am using in this node. You can see erode glow. If I just turn it off, you can see there is nothing. So I just turned it on, and these are coming and eroding. So let's check out material. So for material I use this noise texture, and this was cloud pattern that I have used the filter in Photoshop for squirreling. I just show you a demo how I created this. You can, because it will take time, so you can create. I just show you the process. Like, I have this sheet and I just use this filter render cloud, and in cloud you can go to liquify and use this brush, twirl clockwise, and just increase your brush size from here and just hold, and you can see there's swirly smoke texture you can make. You can make small pattern, large pattern, as you like. So it will take time to make whole texture, so you can just create with this process. So I have already created this one. I used 1K texture. Then here in this texture I used masked opacity mask here, blend mode, and I used these value steps to erode this texture, and when you increase the mask offset value it starts eroding. Like if I show you, I have two connected, erode glow and erode. So erode glow is also connected to the particle color, so that I have changed here. That red part you can see, first the red part erodes, then the black part erodes. If I show you in slow motion, you can see the red part is eroding, then the black part start eroding. So here is not black, white, red color, because it's connected to the particle color that I will change here. So if I just decrease the value of erode glow, you can see the white part is eroding. This white part is red here, so this white part is eroding, and when it erodes completely or half or maybe 90%, 80%, then you can start eroding black part with this erode node. You can see, and this swirly pattern here, you can see the round shapes here. So I animated both values one by one. You can see here I used erode glow here. At 0 it's 1, at 1 it's 0, and then erode. At 0.2 it's 1, so it starts from 0.2. So there is delay in black erosion by 0.2 seconds. So it follows the red one by delay of 0.2 seconds. So I hope you understand what I have done here. So this was my rock shape mesh that's emitting from a sphere and eroding, and it has also light. Then I duplicated this particle and just use mesh as sphere, and everything is same except I don't use light. I didn't use light in this. These are spheres and everything is same. This is eroding, first the red part, then the black part. Then there is glow. This is billboard, not mesh. Simple gradient ramp, and also emitting from a sphere and fading out, and it has red color. Also use size overlay, they become large at the end. Then sphere 2, same emitter, just what I have done in this one, I didn't use acceleration. They are not going upward, they are just shooting on ground, because in sphere I turned off positive Z and negative Z. So if you see here, they shooting on Y, positive, negative, X, positive, negative, but not Z. So this way you can use slender for this effect. I use sphere. and the same thing, they are eroding, and it has also light. They stops after some time because I use drag. Just turn off drag and you can see they are just going far away. So I use drag, they stops on ground. Then rock, same emitter, duplicate it, just matches different debris. Then rock 2. In this I use this as a smoke. I wanted to show you some smoke in explosion. So same process, just these are bigger and it has some acceleration on z axis. They are going slowly upward, and instead of red color I use white. They are white, then they turn black, and rest of things are same as in my first emitter. Then this one, a shock wave, I forget to name it. So shock wave, this is a sphere emitter, you can see a sphere. I use size by life, and in z axis I put very little amount, so this sphere just the not so much spheres, it's like shock wave. And for material I use this texture. It has different channel with different pattern, see, and red, sorry, red. So I just use this one. This is distorting with the noise texture that is connected to the UVs, and here I have added these channels here, and all channels are connected separately to the dynamic parameter, so I can use these channels in my particle here. And color of life is starting from red, then they become black after 0.5, and it has also light. Then some sparks. I use this spark texture, very simple texture material. These just emitting from a sphere. Use drag to stop them. Use orbit for random movement, and acceleration, they are going upward, not so much, but they are going. Then spark 2, same thing, just for ground I just turned off positive z and negative z of sphere, so they are just on ground. It has also light. Then decal. Decal is so cool. You can see the edges of decal eroding from edge to center. So what I have used these two texture, this one and this one, and I have merged these two with add, you can see here. Then what I have done here, I have also a tutorial about this type of effect. You can check out in my video if you want to learn in detail how to erode this type of decal. So what I have done here, see, I have these two texture that is merged and become this one. So I added value step. Value step is what it does, a high contrast, like you have this gradient, so value step will make this sharp and start eroding from black to white. So I connected with a value step and another value step. What I did, the value in the value step 1 has bigger than the value step 2, and because I have subtract some value here, see in Photoshop, See, you have this decal shape. Okay, what value step is doing? Value step is doing it eroding from here to center because it is fading. If I show you black to white, here's black and white is fading. So I use value step for this eroding. So value 1 is eroding here with some value, like here is 1 and here is 0, and I use another value step, same, I just minus some value, you can see subtract, oops, I have minus some value. So this second one was like 0.9 and 0 is here, so it's 0.1 lesser than this, so the shape will become smaller for this one. So like you have one gradient here and the 0.9 will here. So when you subtract this small part from the bigger part, you will have only these edges. You will have become only these edges when you subtract small part from a large part. That's what I am doing here. Large part, smaller part, subtracting from large to small and adding to the emissive, that is become red here. Where is the color of life? Okay, so this is the process. I hope you understand what I have done. You can check my whole notes here and you can try. So this is my decal. You can see the diameter parameter I am eroding here, and these are locked on z-axis. If I don't lock, these are now billboard that facing camera. So this is now facing ground. It has random rotation. Then flash, I use just a simple texture material. You can see very simple, emitting, spawning on burst, just a flash, scaling over life, and then these two. In this one I used, you can see some particle that just bursting, and just because of gravity they are falling down, so I just use them as light. Well, you can see them now, and connect the ribbons with these. For ribbon I use this texture. This texture was like this vertically, so I use custom rotator. This is now horizontally. Then I scaled by center because this texture was small, it has space here and here, so I scaled it. So this is now scaled. Then with the noise I just distorted it, you can see here, and here you can see I use ribbon data. Just right click here and you can see the ribbon data. In source I put the name source particle from this, and in ribbon data you can see I am emitting 20 ribbons. And for the color I use color of life. They are red on the tip and gray on the tail. These are ribbons. So overall effect is this, and it's looking very nice. So check out one by one in viewport. First, rock. It has light emitting from a sphere, becoming large when they are going up with acceleration, eroding with the help of dynamic parameter that I used in materials. Then some spheres with it, random shape now, sphere and rocks. Then I put some glow in it, you can see this glow. Then some sphere on ground, same texture material just for ground. Then rocks on ground. Then rocks. Then shockwave. You can see here shockwave, that is sphere. I have scaled it on Z axis. Then some sparks. You can see here sparks. Random movement with orbit. More sparks for ground. Connected light also. Then decal, that erodes from the edge to center. I missed something, this one, smoke. You can see the white and black rocks. Then some flash and the source and ribbon for these tails. So this was my whole effect. If I play, I have also added, see, this effect is not looping in particle system but looping in gameplay. So I will show you my blueprint, how I loop this effect in gameplay and how I added camera shake in this effect. So this is my effect. If I just select here, this is my effect. If I go to level blueprint, what I have done here, just delete unused. This is for camera shake, just put it away. See, this is my particle system. I connected it to activate. I tell him to activate when event begins, so it connected to this, and then it activate, so it connected to the delay for 4 seconds. The effect is about 3 seconds, so I give some more time for next emission. So after 4 seconds it deactivates, and after deactivation it's again activates, so it's loop. See, it's play and after 4 seconds again play. So this is loop. For camera shake, in between when it activates, I use get camera controller, then connect to the client player camera shake, and here I connected my camera shake that I have created here. If I open, you can see this parameter, how much I want camera shake, how much duration I want for camera shake, and I connected here. The scale is how large the camera shake should be. So this is small blueprint that I have used. And if I this is my effect, very nice effect. You can add more elements in it. I hope you learned something with this tutorial, and I hope I could make you understand my effect and my materials. And thanks for watching this tutorial. If you have any query, just comment below and share my videos, like and subscribe, and keep learning. Thank you.